Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today is May 15th, 2011, and you're watching Overgrowth Weekly number 22. I am Silverfish, and with me today I have turbochop.
Hey, what's going on?
Anton.
Hey, guys.
And Rovert, actually.
What's up?
And Rovert just jumped on here kinda last minute. He was like, I want to be on the show, and I was like, yeah, of course you can be on the show. So, yeah, you should probably tell us a bit about who you are, Robert, just very quickly, so people know who you are.
All right. Well, my name's Trevor. Actually, I got the whole idea for my username just by switching my name backwards. I am in high school. I'm an avid gamer. And found Overgrowth at Alpha 128 and instantly fell in love with it. So, yeah.
Yeah, didn't we all? And you, of course, have made a few maps for Overgrowth. And
yes,
one of those we're going to check out today because it was released during the week.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's jump right into the show. And first up, we have, of course, the weekly alpha, where we take a look at what's new in the latest alpha. So, let me bring this up here. Okay, so we're just going to go through the changelog right here, and then we're going to talk about the changes and show them in the game. Okay, so first up, added dog broadsword and bastard sword stances. So let's go into the game here, and this is the map that I'm going to show later by Rovert, Balance it's called. But yeah, we're going to use this one to test here right now. So load item, and then we go down to dog broadsword or bastard sword. Was that what it said? And bastard sword. Is there a bastard sword?
I think it's the broadsword.
Huh.
Or is it? I think
there is second on the right.
Second on the yeah, right there. Okay, let's try out that one then. So, pick it up, and he has a new stance. He doesn't hold it like right to his side as he did before. Let's just bring out a usual weapon to show you how the stance is when how the normal stance was. Let's see. Plus, go down, find a nice weapon like dog sword. That has to be my favorite weapon. So, here's the normal stance. Here's the new flashy stance. Oh yeah. Holding a sword like a boss. Okay. So that's cool. New animations. I suspect each weapon group will have like their own animation and stuff. So that's sweet stuff. I added dog broadsword attacks. So let's go back into the game. Add an enemy. Take it easy, dude. Okay, so pick up this sword. Raw. Maybe this was only for the dog broadsword, though. Yeah, it was.
I think only the broadsword will attack.
Okay.
That's why it says added dog broadsword attacks.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh, I know. What a jerk I'm being today.
God, jeez.
harsh.
Oh, don't attack me. I come in peace. String. Yeah, so as you can see, there are a bunch of attacks. Straight cut, and then you can cut from the side like that.
And there's also kind of an up close attack too.
Yeah.
If you're close, it's kind of a modified attack where he sort of slides his hand up the blade a bit.
Indeed.
Which is awesome. Super kung fu.
Yeah. Looking at it in slow motion.
Yeah, the blood mod doesn't quite hold its own on the on Trevor's map.
Yeah, it's looking kind of weird. Yeah, and as Anton says, I'm using Last's new blood mod as well. It's updated, rather. So this isn't the original blood.
Right. But the blood mod is so satisfying that anyone who hasn't downloaded it and installed it should do it. before tomorrow when it gets broken again.
Man, poor rabbits are just begging to be sliced in half.
Yeah, I like the blood mod, except the only thing I don't like is how anytime you get blocked, then blood also comes out, is what I've noticed.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think it's because it's considered a hard enough attack according to Last's scripting, which it probably is sort of loosely based on an attack, you know. It's hard to say how he did it.
Yeah, I think it works actually. Like anytime slow motion is induced during fighting is when blood happens.
That would make sense.
What did you say there? Every time what is?
Every time slow motion happens, like
yeah.
when you kill someone, it's like slow for a sec. Or every time you block, it does that like split second slow down.
Yeah, that might
Although
be but if you just do a like normal pretty hard attack, or if they hit the ground hard enough, they will start bleeding as well. So I think it's both either if it's hard enough or if it gets slow motion.
Yeah.
Right, because also the sword slices cause the blood to happen too.
Yeah, but I didn't even have Last Blood mod, and I still got plenty of blood on stabbing people. So.
Yeah, and when you're using the sword, it's actually more bloody when you don't have the blood mod, weirdly enough.
So you had to turn like post effects on or something like that in the config file for it to work.
Yeah, but it's looking kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nice.
Next up, added material definitions to all the alpha terrains. This is because they added the weapon sticking before, and the weapon sticking only works in certain types of materials. So they made it so that, you know, they just added material definitions to all alpha terrains. So it'll stick in the grass and in sand and stuff like that. So that's worked now. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Added sharpness maps for all weapons. You know, all weapons that are sharp enough to stick into something should be able to stick into something. So.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Yes, very fun to throw things into trees and whatnot.
Yeah.
I love taking all of them and just dropping them from around your character and having them stick in the ground.
Raining spears, knives, swords, whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was kind of hoping that, like, if they would fall, then they would hurt the person too, or they would like bounce off them or something. But no, it just goes right through them.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
which weapon is your favorite weapon, guys?
Oh, that's a good question. I kind of like the spears.
I like the spears because they stick, but I like the sword because you can actually use it on people.
Well, okay, yeah. In looks and possible uses, I like the spear because I'm pretty sure in the future, well, I hope, that we'd be able to throw them at people.
That new sword, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce its name, but that's a pretty radical looking sword.
Makwahatl.
McQueetle.
McQueetle. Yeah, it's very hard to pronounce. I'm trying to stick this sword into this wall here right now. Not going very well, I have to say. Stick, damn it!
Use the force, Lucas. Use the force.
Damn it. I think I like the dog knife best, actually. The dog knife or the dog sword. I'm not quite sure. Though it's much easier to get the dog knife to stick and stuff. So let's bring out that. I like the dog weapons in general because they just look awesome. I promise you I won't be able to get it to stick. even though I have like tons of weapons here.
Well, that hit it dead on. I guess it's just not going fast enough.
Yeah, I guess. This is really lame. There we go! Yes, sword power. So yeah, there we go, the knife as well. And this one is kind of hard because he's... Yeah. But anyways, it works! Hurrah! Now we can move on to the next one.
Finally.
Finally, yeah. Fixed the deployment problem with weapon sticking. Basically last week they accidentally did not include the weapon sticking. But this week they did. That's what that means.
Man, it sounds like there's a party at someone's house.
Yeah, kinda. And next we have added weapon stance animation layers. That's of course tied to the new stances for the dog broadsword and bastard sword. Bastard sword? I don't know. So that's just support for weapon stances to have, you know, a special stance when he's holding a weapon, basically. They added support for that, so that's cool. And weapons can extend attack range. Of course, that's kind of a, well, duh thing for most people, but yeah, it's now in there, so that's cool. Placeholder cut sounds and the blood splatter effect. That's what you saw earlier. You didn't see the blood splatter effect that they made, because I'm using the blood mod right now, and I'm too lazy to replace it currently. I would need to restart the game and stuff, so that's annoying. But yeah, they have you heard the placeholder cut sound at least.
Well, yeah, it was essentially the same as the blood mod, except it was just more blood and it didn't stick to the ground.
Yeah.
It was a much bigger cloud of blood.
Yeah, it's looking kind
Red
of...
mist.
Yeah, no, not even mist. It's more like just all over the place.
Yeah, I know. Throw a rabbit into a blender. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. That's how they got that blood effect. It needs to be as realistic as possible. It can't be like human blood or, you know, just red paint. It has to be, you know, rabbit blood.
But it looks totally like red paint to me.
No, man.
Shiny red paint.
I can see, like, it's totally like rabbit blood. I have experience with blood of all sorts. Not, but still.
I know who I'm not going to be bugging.
That's right, you better not. Okay, weapon flares only occur when weapon or camera are moving, which is cool because earlier when you were just looking at a weapon, suddenly it would be like bling, but now you need to actually move your camera around for that to be able to happen. Oops, I don't want it to like move stuff in his level. Okay, it's kind of hard to see since this level is kind of white, but you can see it shining right there.
It seems like the shininess kind of moves down the blade too. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Though it looks kind of weird for spears because it like moves down the woody part of the spear.
Oh, does it?
It's just
I
well
didn't notice
polished.
that.
Yeah, it's just well polished. Yeah, that's what it is. It's well polished. Okay, next up, I've added a weapon to spawner.
McQueetle.
McQueetle. Yeah.
McQueetle.
Yeah, so they added that to the spawner, so you don't need to like find it the hard way. You can just add a thing, scroll down. And
Well,
right there, man.
what kind of race is going to use those weapons?
The Aztec race.
The whale man.
Oh my god.
Race.
They'd be so much larger.
You can scale
It's a
models.
toothpick.
Yeah, not even.
There you have them, man.
It's a splinter in his toe. Fin.
Yeah, or something. Well, we'll see. I guess some
Well, they look pretty awesome.
super awesome race or something will be using them. Of course. I mean, could it be anything else? Okay. And that's actually all for the alpha this week. So basically, like, to boil it down, they added the stances for the sword, and they made it so that you can kill people with a sword, and they made it so that everything can stick. Yeah,
Hooray.
those are the big changes. So that's kind of cool. Actually, changes in this alpha. I remember the times when there were like 3 weeks where we got, yeah, like no alpha, like 3 weeks in a row. Boy, those were hard times.
It was definitely very, very painful.
Yeah.
I think I was sitting in a fetal position for about a whole hour.
Dude, a whole hour. That's
I don't know, I lost track of time.
What did you say?
I lost track of time.
Oh yeah, I see. Of course. Okay, so fan art to watch next up. Of course, this week there was no art asset overview from Aubrey, so we're just going to move right into the community segment. And first up there is, as usual, the fan art watch, where we take a look at the fan art for this week. So let's see, I'm just going to scroll down here first, see if there's anything just added. And there was not. Okay. So firstly, we have this fan art by Zeds, or as he likes us to call him, Zed. So I'm just going to call him Zed. Zed made this kind of Yeah, let's read her. The city plans. Yeah, so it's kind of a level... okay, my words are not coming out of my mouth. Concept. Yes, it's a level concept. Indeed, it's a city plan, as he says. Here line version, here colored version. Let's open this in a new tab. So,
It looks really pretty good.
yeah, it's looking pretty good. I mean, it's of course good enough quality to be a concept, though as some people, I think actually one guy, let's see, yeah, Endo Perez here, he pretty
And
much...
Opera has kind of ripped on him.
No, I mean it's constructive criticism, and I basically agree with every point he has. It doesn't do well as a level concept because of what he said, that the scale is a bit off. It doesn't really make sense everywhere and stuff like that. And I'm kind of wondering about the water. It would be hard to make this into an Overgrowth level since they have no support for water. It can perhaps look kind of like water, not very much like water though, and you won't be able to splash around in it or anything like that. So just that will be kind of hard.
Maybe it could be a dried up canal system or something.
Yeah, but obviously there is water here, so it's not very dried up right now.
Yeah, I remember seeing a hint at water when I was going through all the shaders in the folders. I saw like a water decal or something.
Well, they talked about wanting to do it, but it's they don't want to do it if they can't get the physics right, and they're worried that it's going to take too much time for something that is not going to be a main feature of gameplay.
Well, I think they should have it in one form or another.
Yeah,
Even if you can't interact with it, at least have it in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they could add, for example, like small sources of water, small water sources, like a small kind of river kind of thing, but not large enough for you to walk in it. Just a very, very small stream of water, stuff like that. Like very small stuff, but if they add like deep water that you're supposed to be able to swim in, they need to add, physics for that, and they need to, make animations and all that kind of stuff, so it'll just be lots of work to add it, and it won't really add a whole lot, because gameplay in water, they need to make gameplay for water as well if they add it, so...
Exactly.
Yeah, perhaps off in the distance or something, I don't know, I'm sure...
And it could probably also be moddable, I would imagine, as everything seems to be.
Yeah, totally, I think it could be modded, at least when they add the... hotspot stuff and stuff like that. You could just add an area, and then when you enter it, there's like a sploosh thing, and when you're inside of it, there's like some kind of post-process effect or something. I'm sure someone can figure it out if they just give us the tools to do it.
Yeah. Well, and, I mean, the truth of the matter is that David, when he was doing Lugaru 2 way back in the day, he had done some very cool lighting effects in water and things, so I know that he could do it if he took the time, so...
Yeah.
Well.
I mean, he totally could do it. It's just, the time. I'd rather have the game, like, how long could water take to do properly? Like 2 months or something? Since he's just one guy. 1 or 2 months?
I really don't know. Knowing David, it could take 6 months.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. Well, anyways... It's kind of a cool concept, but I mean, it does kind of well as a basic concept for a level. Like, I want a path up there, I want a waterfall there, I want the city to be there, and like kind of like this. But he totally needs to elaborate a bit on exactly how large everything is in comparison, and how everything exactly is supposed to look and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool. In any case.
Yep.
Next we have a image made by Wild Boar OG. Simple sunset scene made with Blender, suitable desktop background image. And he says that more is coming soon, so let's open this in a new tab right there. This is looking very cool actually. I like this. It's got that kind of nice, what's that called? Perspective... Oh man, I'm forgetting my words. I know what this is called. Atmospheric perspective.
Silhouette.
Atmospheric perspective. That's what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called atmospheric perspective.
Okay.
Like for the mountains and stuff, making it look kind of 3D-ish. And yeah, yes, as you said as well, silhouette stuff, rabbit stuff, awesome stuff, sun stuff, just cool stuff in general. What do you guys think about it?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's nice, mountain relief. I really like the details. You have to kind of fill in and use your imagination in the black spots. There could be a wolf down there. You never know.
Yeah, totally. Feel like 10 wolves down there.
But yeah, I always like backgrounds that are solid colors, so it's easy for me to find all my icons on it. You know.
Yeah, I agree. And in general, it's just looking awesome. Though I think it should be larger. Since it's a 3D rendering and stuff, he could make it larger so that it would be sharp if I used it, for instance. Because this, I mean, does anyone have a screen this small? What is this?
No.
It's like super duper small.
I guess it just stretch.
Yeah, it goes blurry.
It's pretty tiny compared to my screen. So
You have like squint. Is there an image there? No, well, anyways, cool image. Cool image. Looking forward to seeing more stuff from this guy, especially since it's made in Blender and stuff. It's kind of a totally different way of doing things compared to the other people here in the fan art thread.
right.
At least most other people. And that's all for this week for the fan art thread. So pretty cool stuff. Hoping to see more fan art next week. Next up we have the training course map by Zed. So I'm going to switch to Anton's stream because he's going to show you that map. Plop. Pushing the button. I see blackness.
Uh-oh.
And I hear music. And I see
We
picture.
hear music.
There we go.
Yay.
We're done.
All right. So I haven't played through this since he apparently updated it, so we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, you used to be able to cheat right here, so way to fix that. And oops, I right-clicked. Sorry, I have my weird trailer music for the action music. And I always skip the balance beam, sorry.
I mean, if you ain't gonna do it, then why should you?
So, and of course we can keep going on, but I think that Zed wanted us to show off his hidden weapon. If you go up another level, here's a broadsword that we can now bring with us.
Sweet.
Oh, and I fell too far. I didn't want to do that.
It's actually really nice that he's starting to use the swords and stuff, since it's actually useful now.
Yes. We'll see if I can get back up here. This is kind of embarrassing.
Well, at least you got this far. I didn't even realize you're supposed to jump through the window. I feel like a total noob.
So there we go. We're back up, and there's some cool wall jumping stuff here, which I like. I like that he added in these pillars to force you to jump from side to side.
Yeah, it's a nice idea.
And the arrow says, "Let's go back." And then we have this another long wall jump that we have to flip off of. And here we are. We're at the top. We have a sword. We're feeling good. Oh, and there's a wolf. Goodbye.
Shrink.
So, and then he kind of has this cool, it looks like the fire symbol surrounded it in swords or something. It kind of reminds me of this movie, Lord of Illusions, where this guy did this magic trick and had a bunch of swords fall into him. So, unfortunately you don't die or get impaled if you fall on them, so...
Yeah.
It reminds me of the... It kind of reminds me of the spike line pit in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah. Apparently Tanya Vek agrees with you. I died.
Yeah, I want hotspots and stuff, so that you can make it so that you die if you if you touch something, stuff like that. Hotspot support would be cool.
I want to get impaled on spikes.
Yeah, totally. Like, who wouldn't want to? It would bring
Extra visceral.
It would bring the levels to a whole new level. Lol, pun or something.
Love puns.
Yeah, this little bug is nice.
Oh, whoa. That's
is
funny.
If you now restart the level, then it stays this way. However, if I release right click, then the sword falls. Oh,
Yeah.
we need to be the where's the civilian? There we go.
Yeah. So we should move on to Last's Blood mod, because you're
Absolutely.
right there hitting that guy. So Last released a Blood mod that we took a look at last week, but he updated it this week for Alpha 130, and let's read here. So he made a new Blood mod for this week's Alpha. It uses his own particle, his own particle XML files. So cutting third particles don't change. That's nice. So you don't need to worry about your files messing up when you're using it. In hand-to-hand combat, blood should only occur when you get a critical hit. Sword now has a blood particle which will make splatters to the ground. But I think... No, it didn't make splatters to the ground before, did it? The original blood for the sword.
No, I don't think it did. Unfortunately, there's some sort of issue with this top level on the map where the blood to the ground is not showing up. Let's see, maybe I'll go spawn a character on the ground and I can show off what that looks like.
Do it.
Oh, come on.
Can't you grab that ledge?
Alright. Not when you're holding a sword.
Oh, right.
That's my problem.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, that's the downside of using the right hand, the right click button for both ledge grabs and holding a weapon.
Well, it
So
makes
we'll spawn
sense. You shouldn't really be able to grab a ledge with a sword in your hand.
True.
Yeah.
We'll just load a couple characters in here. Let's do 3 guys, just for fun.
Just because your computer can handle it? Oh, yeah.
And, they're not going to attack me as a civilian, so let's play as Rabbot.
Rabbit is evil.
So as you can see, we get blood splatters on the ground.
Sweet.
And there you go. It makes this sword a very satisfying, crunchy... I don't know, crunchy's not a good adjective, but splatterific.
Yeah, splitterific. And I find the hand-to-hand combat becomes much more awesome because when you hit someone hard, you get blood, and if they hit something hard when they fall, or if you hit something hard, there will be blood as well. So that's, all cool stuff. So I said that before, that I really like this mod. It adds a bit to the game, though I feel like David will probably make his own stuff that will be probably much better than this, since he's a professional programmer and stuff like that. But meanwhile, this is a very, very cool mod.
Yep, it's fun to have a little temporary mod in here to, to really sort of get that feeling.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that the blood would remain even if you restart when you revive the characters. I wish that there was a way to keep it there so you could sort of continually add to the,
Yeah, it's actually possible to do that. You can just change it in the script. You just comment a line in the script, the line that resets the decals. But I don't think that would be good, because most people's computers would start dying after a while.
Oh, I see.
Because the decals...
I guess that's one of the reasons the footprints haven't shown up yet.
Yeah, I think you should add the footprints in, but just make them disappear if they've been there for a while or something.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
But anyways, so that's Last's Blood mod. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see, okay, my browser freaked out there for a while. Let's see, next up we have Rovert's balance map, so I'm going to switch back to my stream here right now. Yeah, so this is Rovert's balance map. Let me just Control Z away all this. Note that Control Z works very fine now, nowadays. You used to get like crashes and stuff when in alpha like 70 and 80 and stuff. But anyways, Rovert's balance map, it's basically black and white everything, and it's a platforming level. So I'm just going to play through this, do some commenting. So first we have like a bunch of floating boxes here that you're supposed to get past. Let's see if I can do that. And then you get to this. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say it definitely has its moments of trickiness. The color scheme really changes the way you feel.
Yeah. As you wrote in the thread for the map, it's got this kind of, you know, larger feeling. Like it feels like it's larger than it actually is, since everything has one color, so you don't actually see where everything ends.
Yeah, I really wanted it all to blend.
Yeah, you managed to make it blend, man. Just trying to get in here. There we go.
Will it blend?
Yeah, this question mark room.
That is the question.
Yeah, that is the question. Exactly. This question mark room, I had no idea what to do in here. I came in here and I was like, it's a question mark room, okay, what do I do? I tried to running into all the walls and stuff. I had to get help to be able to progress here, actually. And
I feel bad, Silverfish. Anton helped me and I still couldn't do it, so... Like I said, I'm renouncing my title as a gamer.
Yeah, I don't know if I misunderstood Anton's instructions or something, but the first time you told me, Anton, I read it as I was supposed to face left and then go to the far right, or something like that.
Turn around. Sorry, when I said turn around, I meant 180 degrees, turn around to the left, and then head right.
Yeah,
so.
But I managed to figure it out. I understood that it was something in the walls anyways.
Well, at least someone figured it out on their own.
Yeah.
I think it was me. I think, yes, I win.
Yeah, you were just lucky.
Well, yeah, alright. I did spend quite a bit of time looking for it. I kept thinking that I must have missed something in the maze, so I kept going through the maze, which to me was the most sort of headache-inducing area.
Kind of disorienting.
Yeah, if I didn't watch the ceiling, that was the only way I could do it, was to look up at the ceiling to see where I could go. The very first time I played that maze, I actually got really claustrophobic and almost had to stop. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I couldn't get past it at all. I tried everything. I pulled the camera out, pulled the level apart and everything. I still couldn't figure out how to get past it. I'm a horrible gamer. It's a good map, though. And
Thanks.
Good job on you. Really good job. It's a nice theme.
Yeah.
I don't know if you call it art style, but it's really good.
But I did like this part where this just came to me where I'm like, oh, I want to invert the colors, so let's do that.
Yeah, that was it made it feel like you were really progressing and that you had sort of made it to the next level of difficulty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nice to know that the Phoenix engine can actually support, you know, a different kind of look.
Yeah.
No, I fell down. Yeah, I like the, you know, it really looks unique, but I kind of feel also that the, this, what do you call it, like art style, I suppose? It kind of takes away from the level a bit, because it makes it harder, and you know, it makes it just hard to see. It feels like I just want to focus on the platforming aspect and, you know, progress to the level, not having to think about if, you know, where is a wall and where is not a wall, and stuff like that.
I think that's the fun of the level. I think that's what makes it beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
But yeah, that might be just me. Because I really...
Oh, good, you figured that out. Alright.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if anyone really understand to shimmy across the thing.
It made sense to me, too, yeah.
You're just that good.
No, I'm just old and have been gaming for, like, twice as long as most of you.
Yeah.
Ta-da-da!
Yeah, you're so old. Yeah, so...
I'm so old.
Thanks for playing Balance, created by Rovert. Special thanks to David. OGWeekly! Yeah!
Yeah!
Dudes on the IRC channel! Yeah! Okay, no one? Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah! You! Yay!
Hooray!
Bjartensen says thanks. They're cheering now.
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, and here's the Easter egg thing. And I always like exploiting maps and stuff. So I figured out that you can actually... Well, you can jump up here.
Right.
But where's the fun in that? When you can like do it like this as well. You can actually do a circular wall jump to get up as well. I managed to do that. So I'm gonna see if I can do it here as well. I just love doing stuff like this.
Yeah. The circular...
There we go!
Excuse me. The circular wall jump never worked for me. I couldn't quite figure out the angle,
Yeah,
but I
I
see
could
that
never
you're
do
doing
that.
it.
I didn't really expect anyone to get up there, actually.
Yeah, I figured
Oh, yeah.
that's why I
So,
love
props
doing
to
stuff
you.
like that.
I definitely used the back of the credits to get up several times, and then if you jump, you die. But
Yeah, well.
I was just going to ask if that was high enough to kill you.
it's also fun because there's a few places where you can pull up a few strategic walls and really sort of examine the level from a macro standpoint, which is fun.
Ooh. Stretch the arms and legs.
Yeah. Dead meat.
Crash.
Anyways, when you're outside of a level like this, I also noticed one thing, that the sun is actually below the level, which is kind of cool.
Yes. I did do that. Because like at first, when I was making it with just the ordinary creep blocks, because I didn't have anything special to use, it was really hard to make the block like perfect white and where there weren't any shadows on it. So I thought, I'm just gonna move the sun around. Putting it beneath the level worked for the most part, but the ceiling would always get screwed up. So I made a new block for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it also feels nice because I never calculated shadows on this because I was worried that it would make everything too dark.
Yeah, no, it was fine.
Did you ever calculate shadows when you were making the level to see what it looks like?
I think I did, and nothing really changed, really, because like everything's set, like all of its brightness is set up to 100, so nothing really would change for shadows.
Okay, makes sense.
I'm seeing another thing here, or I saw another thing a while ago. Like, the sun only shines through where the level is, so if I walk outside of where the level area is, I won't get any sun on me, like right here. And then I walk in towards the level, and there I get sun on me. So it's like, do you know why that is? That the sun
I
only
don't
shines
have a
through
clue.
in the middle? It's a very weird thing. I was like, why does that happen? Okay, here's no sun again. And sun? No sun. Sun? No sun. It's just very weird. But yeah,
Awesome.
Where's David at? He could explain it.
yeah, he could explain it. But it's a really cool thing to just put the sun below, because I was wondering how you made it look like you were actually lit up by the level. But I understood then when I went outside the level and saw that the sun came from below, that you just had the sun from below, and it just adds to the level a bit. And I didn't see it like when I was playing the level, because it just worked so well with the level, so I just didn't notice it.
Yeah.
So that's very well done. But yeah, my opinion is, in general, I like the puzzles, or not puzzles, I like the platforming, I should say. And I think that it would be better if I could see better. I think the kind of black and white theme of the level kind of detracts from it. I can understand some people like it, but yeah, as I said, I'd rather just focus more on the platforming and you know, getting like a clear goal, like, oh, I'm supposed to get there, how do I get there, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I do think would be cool. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, well, I was just going to say that I feel like if it was, like, if none of it really looked like it is now, if it was all just normal, it wouldn't really feel as good to me. Maybe just because I liked the idea, but, like, it would just be really basic, you know?
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, it's very original. And it looks cool and all that kind of stuff. So I like it from that aspect, but from, you know, just a gameplay point of view, I feel like it's kind of hard to just understand stuff in general.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, it's a very cool idea, and I like it. You know, I like the idea basically.
All right, cool, thanks.
I was going to say, what I think would be cool is maybe developing the concept a little bit further, and using it almost like, if you can, and of course without having objectives in the game, it's kind of hard, but using it like color puzzles, where as you progress through the level, the colors start to change based on the way you behave or something like that. Because there are some very cool elements, and I almost wish that the colors. This is sort of what Silverfish is saying, is that he wishes that the platforming was platforming, and he wishes the color was sort of separate. And if you could make it a color puzzle, that would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, so when I was making this actually towards the end, I was thinking of making a sequel, and as I'm envisioning it, I think to myself, oh, you know, this kind of looks a lot like Tron in my mind, and
yeah,
me
too.
And so I was thinking of doing a sequel level where I add in like more colors, like you said, like neon colors, like that blue that I have at the end, or reds, or stuff like that, to give it a more vibrant feel.
Right. Yeah, I was actually contemplating the idea of making a maze map out of this, and as you were to go, sort of mazes on the bottom, and as you go up, having the colors become more and more psychedelic, to the point where, you know, on the very end it would be almost impossible to tell which way you're going. Which, of course, I hate because I got a headache last time, but, you know, solid ceiling and floors would probably solve that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's, as you say, could be used in just more colors. Yeah, cool. I'd like to see that map. Do you think you will be making it, or?
I may. I probably will, because like that might be my next week's map.
Awesome. Yeah, because you have this thing where you'll be doing like one map a week or something.
Well, I'll try. Yeah. What with school and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's almost the summer for you. What else are you gonna do?
Almost. Yeah, that's very true. Well, job.
Job? What's that?
Yeah, I don't know. Work. Jeez. Money?
Work? Money? Who needs that?
Yeah, how did I get this game?
I'm a professional musician. We don't make money.
I think you mean starving musician.
Well, that's what professional implies in that case.
About this weekly map thing, is there anyone else doing it? I remember someone suggested it in the SPF, and yeah, do you know if anyone else is doing it?
Not that I know of. I mean, anyone else is free to do it. They don't have to exactly announce it. Maybe they are. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because it would be cool. That would mean many more maps, and I like that. And you know, when forcing creativity or something like that, you know what I mean? Just forcing yourself to do something. Yeah. It often brings pretty cool stuff in many cases.
Right. Well, just practicing is going to help, you know. That map making, like any other skill, requires practice, and so the more you do it, the better you're going to become.
Yeah, but this, compared to trying to map on the source engine, oh my god, so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, although I haven't seen, you know what we haven't seen yet, and that is except for maybe really early on with what were the really two early castle maps, which you guys may not even remember. We haven't seen any really big, very detailed maps, and that's sort of the thing I'm waiting to see still. But
Like really intricate.
yeah, Ravenhurst, was that one of them?
Hales maps?
Yeah, Hales maps. You can still load them, and if you go in and load them, they are. He clearly hasn't worked on them in a long time, and they're old, and you can see that they're old assets. But the levels themselves have this huge amount of detail and intricacy, and very cool in some interesting ways that I'd like to see. You know, I guarantee you. I mean, with these types of maps, I can see that you guys can can do something on that same level, so it'd be fun to see it happen.
Yeah, the problem with making detailed maps now, though, is that no one will be able to play them because, you know, it's just going to be too demanding. You know, Wolf Brother and I tried that, and we had, you know, that room that when we removed the room, we gained like 20 FPS or something. We were down to like, how many FPS did we have? I think we had below 10 FPS on my computer. Before we started optimizing it, and we ended up at like 30 FPS something, and that's when we've removed almost all detail and made almost all of the repeating objects like floor tiles. Instead of having like 100 floor tiles to make the floor, we made that into one big floor tile with a repeating texture, stuff like that, and we still didn't get, you know, 60 FPS, which is something that's very nice with this balance map. I have no idea how you managed to get 60 FPS on a map that is this big, but
To be honest, neither do I. I don't know how that happened.
but yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah.
Was that a goal that you were aiming for when you built this map, trying to keep it, you know, trying to keep the frame rate up, or was that on your mind or not?
I didn't think of that. I kind of thought, like, after I'm going through like the black levels, thinking, well, there's a lot of stuff in here. Are people going to be able to run this pretty well? And apparently so. Because like I thought I was using too many blocks here or there. Like the maze, I thought I could have definitely cut down on the number, but apparently it just turned out pretty well.
That it did.
Yes, indeed. So we should probably move on. We've been talking about this map forever now, but it's a cool map, so
Yeah.
well done.
It's been it's definitely been a hot topic the
Yes,
couple
thanks.
days.
So my final words is worthy of praise. Good job on the map, man.
All right. Cool. Thanks.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing more in the future. Next up we have Last's weapon mod. Last is the same guy who made the blood mod we just were talking about. And he's made a weapon mod now this time around. So let me just read here. Okay, so he's making his second Overgrowth mod, and he wanted to show off some progress. It's not completed yet, so yeah, it's going to be better in the future. But it's basically a mod that allows the AI to use weapons. So let me just play this video for you that he made. Let me see, where do I have it? Where did I put it? Is it there? No, is it there? No. Did I not add it in? Okay, looks like I didn't add the mod. I mean the mod, yeah. It looks like I didn't add the video in. So let me do that quickly. I think I put it in the correct folder at least. Let's see. That's actually not the one. Did I really not download it at all? Are you serious?
Disc.
Okay, let's just watch the let's just watch it on YouTube then. That's weird. I was sure I had downloaded it and all that kind of stuff, but apparently not. So, yeah, as you can see, clearly an AI is using a weapon to kill you. And that's the progress so far. It's kind of hard to get to work because he hasn't made the pathfinding work yet, so the AI doesn't actually know if there is a weapon somewhere. They will just walk around, and if they walk over a weapon, they will pick it up. And right now, if they run past someone that's holding a weapon, they will like share that weapon somehow. That happened towards the end there, I think. You can see the weapon is kind of glitching between them. It's hanging in the air between the guys. So that's kind of weird, but it's kind of working so far, and it's always fun to add new features like this. I know because I did that for the moon is down. So cool stuff. I hope he'll make it work properly, and I'll check it out sometime in the future when it's done.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got some potential. That'd be really good.
Yeah. My fear though is that David will be like next week or something. He'll be like, "Oh, I made it so that I can use weapons now," and then his mod will be, you know, kind of useless. I mean, that will happen, and that's just how it is.
We all know that David's going to trounce someone. That's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. I mean, we all want that. We all want David to add that kind of support. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. Okay.
Well, the good thing is that people are testing, you know, are working with the scripts. They're learning how to mod the game, and you know, even though they're modding in features that will be eventually added to the game in the future, they'll already have heads up on how to create their own full mods to really replace the game.
Yeah, totally. So that's a very good point.
So, yeah, I'm actually really happy because we didn't have a lot of people consistently modding the scripts on a weekly basis, and this is good news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like what Last's doing here. I hope he'll continue doing these mods every week, because as you said, yeah, more mods equals more awesomeness.
and more people that can sort of help show off how to mod to people in the future.
Yeah, totally. So that was Last's weapon mod release. I suppose it shouldn't be called release, probably more like a preview. But yeah, hoping to see that released probably next week then or something. So let's move on to the tweets and news segment, and there's tweet. And this week there is one news item.
Yes.
I mean, news is plural, right? So in singular it should be new.
It's both singular and plural.
I know.
It's like moose.
Moose?
Moose is also singular and plural.
Yeah, mooses are cool. Anyways.
Moosin'.
Moosin'.
Nah, English
They're
just
moosin'.
sucks.
Yeah, all languages suck.
Yeah.
Especially
And are
English.
awesome.
Go English.
But this is a blog post posted by David Rosen, the programmer. Okay, winter sound effects video. Tapio mentioned earlier that he will be doing some short making of videos for Overgrowth sound effects, and he just finished the first one. You can see some of the spectacular Finnish ice-scapes that he used to record sounds for winter scenes. Check it out here. So let's take a look at this. It's just 49 seconds, so I'm gonna shut up now so you can listen.
No, he's dead. He's dead.
I
No
like
more
that.
sound effects.
That was cool.
Who's going to make the sound effects now? Poor Overgrowth.
Is that bad? My interest is only in the sound effects that he's making for the game. I'm a horrible person.
That was really clever though, with like the mittens and the smashing of the ice with his foot. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really nice seeing the sound effects where they're really from. I like this video.
Yes.
The whole idea of making Foley's sounds sounds like a really interesting idea.
Yeah, I think I think it would be fun to do that kind of stuff. Just to think about, where can I find a sound that sounds like this? And
Well,
Make
and
it real.
and
His
then
his
just
mittens were rabbit feet mittens, so
yeah.
Yeah. Extra realistic.
Oh no, my glasses are breaking apart. Okay, I have this thing with my glasses, like one of the glasses in my glasses. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Lenses.
One of the-
One of the lenses.
One of the lenses in my glasses, it's like loose, so from time to time, like every half week or something, it just pops out if I don't, screw in the screw. The screw is loose. So
Okay.
now I'm glassesless for the moment.
Silverfish has a screw loose.
Yes, I have a screw loose. Totally.
is that like the juice is loose? Oh, you guys probably don't remember that ad from when you were all not born yet.
Yeah, I don't have many
I'm sorry.
memories
How
from
old are you?
Old.
10,000 years.
It's from the 80s. Weren't you guys all alive in the 80s?
No.
Born in '89.
Yikes.
Whoa, so he was alive in the 80s.
To your credit, though,
Well.
you don't sound that old.
It's
does.
this high voice of mine. Yeah, I was born in 79, so
Sweet.
I'm just a little older than you guys.
The year of the monkey.
Ram.
Ram. I have no idea.
Ram.
I just said something. Well, anyways.
Year of the octopus?
Yeah, I always hate it. I mean, the whole Chinese year thing, because one translation makes it the ram, and another translation makes it the sheep. So
And they all changed now anyway, so...
no, but not the Chinese signs. You're talking about the zodiacs.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
No worries.
But now we've gone through the whole agenda, so we should probably wrap this show up because we'll be right on time. As I've been forward to check the clock because I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see shit.
That's okay. There shouldn't be shit in front of you anyway.
At which point you might need to call a doctor.
Or just
Yes.
throw the shit out. I don't know. Well, anyways, that's another episode of Overgrowth Weekly. So thanks everyone for checking it out. Just go to OGWeekly.com if you haven't already. Why wouldn't you? It's the most awesomest site ever. And right here you have links to...
Well, besides Wolfire.
Yeah. It's like the second best site, I suppose. Right here you have a few links to interesting stuff, and you can see the agenda and the content out there. So that's awesome stuff. Go here if you're watching this, in the archives, of course. But if you're watching it live, I hope I'll see you next week. You better show up. Or I'm going to be mad.
Or else.
Or else.
Yeah, same
Whoa.
time, same place, man.
Awesome. Am I allowed to plug an album of mine that comes out this week?
Everyone is allowed to plug whatever they want right now.
So this album I've been working on for 5 years comes out Tuesday. I worked with Danger Mouse and Daniel Lupi, starring Jack White and Nora Jones. It's called Rome, and you guys should definitely go check it out. It's very cool. And for those of you in Chrome, go to ro.me, and you can check out an awesome interactive video.
It's
I know
sweet.
a bunch of you did already anyway, but oh
Well,
wow,
What kind of
and we're
music
there
is
already.
it?
Well, it's based on it's sort of an homage to '60s Italian film score music, but the songs, not so much the score. But we recorded with all of the players. We used all the players that used to play on the Ennio Morricone sessions, who did all of the old spaghetti westerns like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Once Upon a Time in America, and Once Upon a Time in the West, and all these film scores. And so we used those players. They play all the music. We have strings and choir and a band, and it's very cool. And then we had Jack White and Nora Jones came in and did guest vocals on 3 songs each. So it should be very cool. I'm excited about it. I've been working on it for 5 years, so I'm glad it's finally coming out.
Yeah, it's sounding really nice. The song in the interactive video, I wanted to show the interactive video, but I was unsure of whether I would be able to turn the music down, and since I'm streaming and stuff, I don't think my computer would be very awesome for it. But anyways, yeah, really cool music, man. You should all check it
Thanks.
out. And if, as he said, if you're using Chrome, just go to ro.me, like Rome, but with a dot in the middle, and you'll be able to check out some, you know, in-browser sweetness. It's got like 3D and stuff.
And interactive. And at the end, there's the very last. They call it dreams. There's a section where people on the internet can build their own things in a very similar to Minecraft sort of blocking building things way, and it gets added into the video as you add things. So it's kind of cool and interactive also that way.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah, I saw Mega Man.
I saw Mega Man and Reddit and some other things in there. Someone built a ship out of clouds, yeah, it's awesome. Go check it out.
Indeed. So anyone else want to plug something?
Not that I can think of.
Nope.
Cool.
Got nothing.
So that's another week, Overgrowth Weekly, man. I'll see everyone next week, same time, same place. So, yeah. Hugs and kisses, man. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Alright, see ya.
See you, man.